This morning we leave Alija del Infantado, I think you could call it. About another 21k section to... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. Bañeza, something like that. I should look these up. Hopefully mostly on tracks. And then after that, only one more day to Astorga, which will be great. So these little Hobbit holes in the hillside, I think the term is bodega, where they're actually used for wine storage. Just zoom in a little bit closer. There we go. Mind your back, Tom. There's a lady coming along with a wheelbarrow. So we're off the road now, heading towards La Bañeza. This should be a very pleasant day. I think it's probably going to be mostly tracks like this. A little bit of work going on in the field. You can hear the tractors. And we've got some of the irrigation systems working over in the distance there. Overcast, perfect day for walking really. It's not going to get too hot, although the weather forecast said it was going to get up to 26, 27. So that would start to get a bit warm. But we'll be there probably by 1:30. What a very pleasant walk this is today. Lots of bird sounds. So it's about 8 k's so far from Alija del Infantado on the way to La Bañeza, and just up ahead is the village of Quintana. I think the other guys up ahead were planning to stop there for a coffee, but as we know, it's highly likely there is nothing open. But we'll see, you never know. You don't kind of do second breakfast on the VdlP. Sometimes you don't even get first breakfast. So it'll be a complete novelty getting onto the Camino Frances for 3 or 4 days, passing through all these villages with open cafes and things. Let's see what this place has. Well, what do you know? In the town of Quintana, maybe, just maybe, there's a bar that's open. There's chairs stacked outside, opposite the church. Let's go have a look. Yes, yes, look at this. This is a very rare occurrence. I think maybe only once or twice before I've stopped for a coffee during the day. Hola, buenos días. Gracias. If you haven't been on a Camino before, this is a fairly typical Spanish bar in one of the little villages. It's a sort of bar cum cafe, they all do coffees and stuff like that. Well, that was a very nice second breakfast. $1.20 for a coffee and free tapas with it. There's a little bit of tortilla and a little bit of cake. Amazing. So something also very important on top of second breakfast is sorting your feet out. So we have a couple of very serious pilgrims here doing a sock change. Change out the socks halfway. Does it work?
Always.
Always. That's good. Always lots of storks on any high point in the village, and they love the bell towers on the churches. They must get deaf though. Let's zoom in and have a look at them. Some baby stalks in the top one there. Can we zoom in again? It might get a bit shaky. So Quintana is an interesting spot. They have one of these sort of spillways coming through town with some lock gates on it. I suspect they dam the water and turn it into a swimming pool like they do in Molinaseca. Not sure what this building is. Someone got creative with the water tower. And check this out. Nothing like having a castle in your backyard, complete with extended stork family. So we continue on. There's some interesting changes to the path here. At one point it turned virtually into walking across this rough field. There were some tyre tracks. I think what had happened is the path was like this. They've had a bit of rain and it sort of got overgrown. Now we've got a rough path again, which is pretty good walking. It was a little bit harder walking when you couldn't actually see the path, bits of ankle twisting. Hopefully there's some shade coming up because it's getting warm and it'll be good to sit and have a rest. A little nibble to eat. I don't think we're far now from La Bañeza. Probably 5 k's or something. So it's been a good walking day all round. A little bit of road to begin with, and then lovely path next to the river. You know, a village with a bar that was open. Nice soft paths again, other than sort of across this patch. So it's yeah, it's been very pleasant. Just open farmland. Okay, onwards. So here we go. Bit of a hot last hour or so coming into La Bañeza, but I am very close to my little hostel. I think they call it a hotel. Wouldn't have many stars. So I've got to go past the Parroquia Local, just over there. And should be the next on the left, I think. Let's have a look. Make sure I don't get run over looking the wrong way. I'm still looking the wrong way. Oh, there's a bar that's open. That's good. Just over here. So the other guys are in the albergue, which is only about 500 metres away. So we've agreed to kind of check in and then communicate
Slide
on
left
WhatsApp.
onto Calais Wan Mansilla.
Let's see where we can meet up for a beer and something to eat. Too late for lunch, I think. Now, can I read Google Maps and shoot a video at the same time? Let's see. Should be just up here somewhere. Only about 50 or 100 metres. There's a cafe. That's handy. Always good to have a cafe close. And it's going to be around here somewhere. A cafe with tables out is always a good sign. Where are we? It'll scream at me in a minute, you have reached your destination. What I haven't seen so far is a lavanderia. I think I need one. Be good to get the clothes washed properly. Okay. It should be very close. Should we keep it
Total
rolling?
distance 22.53 kilometers. Total time 6 hours 20 minutes and 13 seconds. Split speed 4.8 kilometers per hour.
That's my GPS just telling me how far I've walked and how quickly I've walked it. A little bit slow today because we had another picnic. I had all that chorizo to finish off. Here we go. This looks like it. There we go. I have to say, it was starting to get very
Your
hot.
destination is on the left.
There we go. Yes, the destination is on the left. It's right here. Okay, not sure if I've done one of these videos, but using the Launderette part 1. So this is a Launderette Automatico, an automatic laundry, also called Lavanderías Autoservicio. Very, very simple. Pick your machine. They generally have small ones and big ones, so you'll notice that's a 16 kilo, that's a 12 kilo, so it's a little bit cheaper. There's usually instructions. If it's not in English as well, use your Google Translate. And then there are dryers. Again, it can be different sizes. These ones are the same. This is a really simple one. You put your stuff in. You basically pick your temperature of wash, put your money in and press go. And then same sort of thing with the dryer. Some of them have a central control system where you put your clothes in, and then on the central control system you would say machine 1 or machine 2 and do it all from there. I haven't seen one yet that doesn't have a change machine, so that's always handy. So let me get that going, and then in part 2 I'll let you into a little bit of a secret in using these. Okay, doing your laundry part 2. Actually, I noticed up here it's in English. Load your clothes, close the door, select the wash program. If you've got merino and stuff like that and wool socks, I always go for the low temperature. Your clothes aren't dirty, they're just sweaty. Put the coins in, press the start button, and it's telling me it's a 26-minute program. That's fairly average. If it had a 15-minute option, I'd do that because the clothes are not that dirty. So I'll need to get some more change for the dryer. Now in part 3, I know I promised part 2, here's the dryer, load the clothes, close the door, insert the coins. So again, you've got a thing here to select the temperature. I always put the low temperature because I've got merino shirts. Now, let me see if I can switch the camera. I can switch the camera mid-video. Now don't laugh. I call this the rain suit wash. Very simple reason. There's no one else here, don't worry. I've got 2 sets of clothes. If I want to wash both of them, the only other thing I can wear is my rain suit. So, rain jacket and pants. Gets a little bit hot, but just for doing the wash, it works perfectly well. Normally, obviously I would just wash the clothes that I've been walking in. They become my clothes for tomorrow, and the clean clothes from yesterday become my clothes. So, let me say that again. I generally have 2 sets of clothes. The ones that I have been walking in, I would wash. The clean set I would put on tonight, and they become my walking clothes for tomorrow. And so you repeat, you've got one clean set, you've got one dirty set. Sometimes it's nice to wash both sets, because after lots of hand washing, socks particularly aren't very fluffy anymore. So I thought, why not? It's only 300 metres from my hostel. I can put up wearing a rain suit for half an hour and I'll wash everything. Okay, so that's the tips on using the laundry. How good is that? I'd probably try to use these once a week or so, just to get the clothes properly clean. Otherwise, it's hand washing, and if you're in albergues, hand wash, hang them out. Sometimes the albergues have a washing machine. But otherwise, get to know these joints.